Have you ever walked into the home of an elderly person and felt that instant sense of calm, the quiet order, the faint smell of fresh linen, the way every object seems to rest exactly where it belongs? It's almost magical. Some people call it discipline. Others call it habit. But for many seniors with spotless homes, it's something much deeper, a reflection of inner peace built over a lifetime. In this video, we'll uncover the 5 daily habits that make their homes not only clean but spiritually calm, the true habits of seniors who live with grace, patience, and purpose. For decades, these elders have mastered the art of living simply yet beautifully. Their secret isn't about expensive cleaning tools or strict routines. It's about mindset, the quiet wisdom of knowing that when your space is clean, your heart feels lighter. Researchers from Harvard University found that people who engage in simple daily cleaning rituals report up to 23% lower stress levels and greater emotional stability. That's not coincidence, that's the science of serenity in action. Take, for example, Margaret Dawson, a 76-year-old from Portland, Oregon. Her home shines like morning sunlight through lace curtains. But Margaret insists she doesn't clean, she resets. Every morning, she makes her bed, wipes the kitchen counter, and opens all her windows for 5 minutes. "It's my way of saying thank you for another day," she says softly. These daily habits aren't chores to her, they're acts of gratitude. What makes the habits of seniors so powerful is that they're small, repeatable, and full of meaning. Each action, from folding laundry to dusting a shelf, becomes a quiet moment of mindfulness. Studies show that routine itself brings comfort to aging adults, helping them maintain cognitive function and emotional balance. In other words, their spotless homes aren't just tidy, they're reflections of a tidy mind. So, why do these 5 daily routines seem effortless? Because for the wise and the old, cleanliness isn't a goal, it's a rhythm. A rhythm that brings comfort, structure, and joy. And today, we'll uncover how these daily habits of seniors can transform not only your home, but your peace of mind. Stay with us until the end, because the 5th habit might surprise you. It's not about cleaning at all. It's about something far more powerful, something that will make you see your home and your life in a completely new way. Habit number 1, the morning reset, starting the day with gratitude and order. For many seniors with spotless homes, the first and most powerful of the 5 daily habits begins the moment the sun peeks through their curtains. Before coffee, before news, before anything else, they begin with what they lovingly call the morning reset. This habit of seniors is simple, yet deeply grounding: make the bed, open the blinds, and clear away yesterday's clutter. It's not just about tidiness, it's about claiming control of the day before the day controls you. Take Robert Jenkins, an 81-year-old retired librarian from Charleston, South Carolina. Every morning, Robert spends the first 15 minutes resetting his space. He straightens the sheets, puts yesterday's newspaper in the recycling bin, and wipes down his dining table with a lavender-scented cloth. "It's not cleaning," he laughs, "it's reminding myself that I'm still in charge of my life." His daughter once asked him why he does it every day, and he replied, "Because when your space is calm, your mind is calm. And when your mind is calm, everything else becomes easier." That's the quiet brilliance of this first habit. Many young people rush through mornings filled with noise, alarms, messages, deadlines. But the habits of seniors are slower and wiser. They understand that a clean morning leads to a clean mindset. Studies from the National Institute on Aging show that seniors who engage in consistent morning routines report higher levels of emotional resilience and a stronger sense of self-control. These daily habits help maintain rhythm, stability, and even heart health, lowering blood pressure by reducing mental stress. But there's something more profound behind this act. For seniors like Robert or Margaret from Oregon, the morning reset is also a form of gratitude. When they smooth the blanket or open the window, they're not just performing a task, they're acknowledging the gift of another sunrise. "Every day above ground is a blessing," Robert often says, smiling as he waters the small fern by his window. "And I want my home to reflect that." In truth, these 5 daily habits reveal that cleanliness is not about perfection, it's about presence. It's about being aware of where you are, what you have, and how you start your day. The daily habits of seniors teach us that control begins in the small spaces we can manage: a bed made, a counter cleared, a floor swept. And in those moments of quiet routine, something spiritual happens. peace begins to fill the room. So the next time you wake up, try it. Don't rush to your phone or coffee machine. Instead, take a deep breath, look around, and do your own version of the morning reset. It might feel simple, but as many wise elders have shown, simplicity is where serenity lives. Habit number 2, the gentle sweep, turning cleaning into a moment of mindfulness. After the calm rhythm of the morning reset, most seniors with spotless homes move to their next quiet ritual, what they often call the gentle sweep. It's not a deep clean. It's not even a scheduled task. It's a simple, graceful motion repeated every day, a soft sweep across the floor, a quick dust of the table, or a gentle wipe of the sink after use. For many elders, this second of the 5 daily habits is more than about keeping dust away. It's a meditation. A quiet reminder that peace often hides in ordinary motion. Take Helen Martinez, a 79-year-old retired teacher from Santa Fe, New Mexico. Every afternoon, she puts on her favorite old jazz record and spends 10 minutes tidying the living room. She sweeps slowly, never rushing. The broom keeps rhythm with the music, she says, smiling. When I sweep, I'm not just cleaning. I'm listening, to the music, to my thoughts, to my own breathing. To her, this small act is like prayer in motion. It's her way of staying connected to the present moment. Science backs this up. A 2020 study by the American Psychological Association found that repetitive, low-intensity physical activities, such as light sweeping or wiping, significantly lower cortisol levels and improve mental clarity, especially among older adults. That's why many habits of seniors revolve around steady routines, not strenuous effort. Their daily habits help maintain both mental focus and physical mobility, while also keeping their homes effortlessly clean. Helen says she learned the gentle sweep from her mother, who used to tell her, "A clean floor invites good thoughts." And she believes it still does. She adds, "It's not about who visits. It's about how I feel in my own space." This attitude, focusing on inner peace rather than outward approval, is one of the quietest yet strongest traits of seniors who live joyfully in old age. If you've reached this part of the video, you're already starting to see the beauty behind these habits of seniors. Their spotless homes aren't built from obsession, but from awareness, a way of living intentionally, moment by moment. So, here's a quick challenge for you. If you're still watching, type number 2 in the comments below. Let's see how many people are still here, learning the secrets of a peaceful home and heart. And while you're here, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Golden Age Wisdom, a channel where timeless lessons from our elders become guiding lights for modern life. Every week, we share stories, habits, and wisdom from real seniors who show us that simplicity isn't just beautiful, it's powerful. Habit number 3, the evening tidy up, ending the day with calm and clarity. As the sun sets and the day winds down, many seniors with spotless homes perform a small but powerful ritual, the evening tidy up. It may look simple, putting dishes away, folding a blanket, or wiping the kitchen counter before turning off the lights. But behind this quiet act lies one of the most transformative 5 daily habits that keeps their homes effortlessly clean and their hearts at peace. For these wise elders, tidying up before bed isn't just about cleanliness, it's about closure. Let's meet Walter Henderson, an 84-year-old former engineer from Cleveland, Ohio. Every night after dinner, Walter takes a slow walk around his house, checking that everything is in its place. He folds the dish towel, straightens the rug, and turns off the lights one by one. "It's my way of saying goodnight to my home," he chuckles. "I used to go to bed with my mind racing, bills, work, all that noise. But now, when I see everything calm and in order, my mind rests too." This simple evening tidy-up is one of the most underrated habits of seniors. According to research from the National Sleep Foundation, older adults who maintain consistent nightly routines, especially light cleaning before bed, experience up to 30% better sleep quality. The physical motion of tidying signals to the brain that the day is complete, triggering the release of melatonin and reducing anxiety. It's science and serenity working hand in hand. Walter's story isn't unique. Across the country, countless elders embrace the same practice. Evelyn Brooks, a 77-year-old widow from Boise, Idaho, swears by her evening ritual. "My husband used to call it my tiny peace mission," she says with a smile. Every night, she washes her teacup, places it upside down to dry, and lights a small lavender candle on her table. It's my way of saying, today was enough. I've done what I can, and I can rest. Her home always feels soft, still, and welcoming, not because she spends hours cleaning, but because she respects the rhythm of closure. The evening tidy-up also reflects a deep emotional truth of seniors, that peace doesn't come from grand gestures but from consistent care. These daily habits teach us that small actions repeated with love can have a profound effect on mental health. They remind us that order in the home creates order in the heart. So tonight, before you go to bed, take a moment to try this habit yourself. Put away the dishes, fold your blanket, or simply straighten a chair. Let that small act tell your mind that the day is done, and you deserve rest. The habits of seniors may look simple, but behind every quiet gesture lies decades of wisdom, proof that peace begins and ends at home. Habit number 4, the declutter routine, letting go to make space for peace. Among all the 5 daily habits practiced by the wise, this one may be the hardest for many, the declutter routine. For most seniors with spotless homes, keeping things clean isn't just about dusting or sweeping, it's about learning the art of letting go. They understand that too many things can weigh down the heart just as much as they crowd a room. This is one of the most beautiful habits of seniors, to keep only what truly matters, both in their homes and in their souls. Meet Linda Patterson, a 74-year-old grandmother from Austin, Texas, who lives in a cozy one-story home filled with light and memories. Every week, she chooses one drawer, one shelf, or one corner to revisit. If I haven't touched it or loved it in a year, she says gently, it's time for it to bless someone else. Linda's home feels open, warm, and calm. There's no excess, no clutter, just space to breathe. When you're my age, she explains, you learn that memories don't live in things. They live in your heart. It's not just sentimental wisdom, there's science behind it. A study by Princeton University's Neuroscience Institute found that clutter competes for attention, reducing focus and increasing stress levels. Seniors who regularly declutter not only enjoy more organized homes but also experience lower levels of anxiety and even sharper memory recall. That's right, clearing your space helps clear your mind. And this habit, practiced quietly by elders across America, is what keeps their homes effortlessly serene. Another example is James Robertson, an 80-year-old veteran from Tampa, Florida. Once a month, he donates unused clothes to local shelters. I don't need 10 jackets, he laughs, but someone else might. His garage is spotless, not because he never buys things, but because he constantly edits what he owns. You can't welcome new blessings if you never make space for them, he adds. That simple mindset, releasing what no longer serves you, is a deep form of emotional housekeeping. These daily habits of letting go and simplifying life are what make the homes of seniors so effortlessly clean. It's not about having less, it's about having room for peace. Linda puts it beautifully, a cluttered home is like a cluttered mind. When you clear one, the other follows. If you're still here, inspired by these stories of grace and simplicity, let's take a moment together. If you're still watching, type number 4 in the comments below. Let's see how many of you are truly following the journey toward peaceful, purposeful living. And while you're here, please like, share, and subscribe to Golden Age Wisdom, the home of timeless lessons from elders who have turned everyday living into a beautiful philosophy. Let their habits of seniors remind you, sometimes, peace isn't found in having more, but in learning how to live with less. Habit number 5, the gratitude reflection, finding joy in everyday cleanliness. The 5th and final of the 5 daily habits practiced by many seniors with spotless homes might surprise you. It's not about cleaning at all. It's about the quiet art of reflection, or as many elders call it, the gratitude moment. After a day of gentle order and peaceful routine, these wise souls pause, take a slow breath, and simply look around their home. They notice what's in front of them, the sunlight on the floor, the scent of freshly washed dishes, the hum of calm that fills the room, and they whisper, "Thank you." For Alice Morgan, an 82-year-old from Burlington, Vermont, this daily reflection is her anchor. Every evening, she sits in her favorite armchair, a warm blanket on her lap, and writes 3 sentences in her small notebook. One for what I cleaned, one for what I learned, and one for what I'm grateful for, she explains. Her handwriting is shaky, but her spirit glows. It helps me see that my day mattered, no matter how small it seemed. This simple routine, part journal, part prayer, gives her life rhythm and purpose. There's profound science behind this habit. A study published in the Journal of Positive Psychology found that older adults who practice daily gratitude show up to 25% greater life satisfaction and lower levels of depression. Gratitude activates areas of the brain associated with happiness and self-worth, creating lasting emotional balance. That's why many habits of seniors naturally blend cleanliness with thankfulness, both clear space for peace to enter. Alice's best friend, Henry Cooper from Des Moines, Iowa, keeps his gratitude practice in a different form. Every night after tidying the kitchen, he stands quietly by his window and names 3 things that went right that day. Sometimes it's as small as, "I didn't spill my coffee," he laughs. But that's enough. For Henry, this ritual turns his clean home into a sacred space, not just spotless, but spiritually light. When you think about it, this 5th habit ties them all together. The daily habits of seniors, the morning reset, the gentle sweep, the evening tidy up, the declutter routine, all lead here to gratitude. Because what's the point of a spotless home if your heart isn't also clear? The habits of seniors show us that joy doesn't come from perfection but from appreciation, from knowing that every sweep, every folded towel, every quiet breath is a gift. Try it tonight. After you tidy your home, take a moment to reflect. Write down one thing you're thankful for. It could be your health, your family, or simply the peace of this very moment. Like Alice and Henry, you'll find that gratitude turns ordinary cleanliness into something extraordinary, a daily reminder that simplicity, care, and thankfulness are the real treasures of seniors who live with grace and wisdom. Closing/final reflection, the quiet power of simple habits. And now, as we reach the end of our journey through the 5 daily habits that shape the lives of seniors with spotless homes, one truth becomes clear: these routines are not just about keeping a house clean, they're about keeping the spirit alive. Behind every made bed, every gentle sweep, and every folded towel lies a lifetime of understanding that peace doesn't come from doing more, it comes from doing what matters, with love. When you think about the habits of seniors, you begin to realize how each small action tells a story. The morning reset speaks of discipline and gratitude. The gentle sweep shows mindfulness in motion. The evening tidy-up reminds us to rest with clarity. The declutter routine teaches us to release what no longer serves us. And the gratitude reflection ties it all together, showing us that joy and cleanliness are not chores, but choices. These daily habits might seem ordinary, but they hold extraordinary wisdom, refined through decades of quiet living and deep reflection. Across America, in small towns and big cities, elders continue to live by these principles. From Margaret in Portland to Robert in Charleston, from Linda in Austin to Alice in Vermont, their stories remind us that the heart of a home isn't measured by how it looks, but by how it feels. They've turned everyday tasks into meditations, transforming time and repetition into peace and meaning. In a world that often chases more, the habits of seniors whisper a softer truth. Sometimes, the secret to happiness is already in your hands, in the way you sweep, fold, breathe, and give thanks. Modern research agrees. Psychologists call it the clean mind effect, the proven connection between physical order and emotional stability. Studies show that older adults who maintain small, steady routines experience fewer symptoms of anxiety and report stronger feelings of purpose and connection. But beyond the data, there's something intangible, a serenity you can't quantify. It's the warmth of a quiet kitchen, the calm of a tidy living room, the gentle rhythm of seniors who live life intentionally, not hurriedly. So as we close this reflection, take a moment to ask yourself, what could your home, and your heart, feel like if you practiced just one of these habits today? You don't need to be perfect. You just need to begin. Because in the simplicity of these 5 daily habits, you might discover what countless elders already know, that true peace is built, little by little, one mindful act at a time. If this message touched your heart, don't leave just yet. Please take a second to like, share, and subscribe to Golden Age Wisdom, where timeless stories and life lessons from the elderly inspire us to live better, cleaner, and more peacefully every day. And as always, remember, the home reflects the heart. Keep both clear, kind, and full of gratitude.